Hello, YouTube. So, today, more nihilism. Dun. Anyway, uh, yeah. So, today is going to be about how does a nihilist value life? Because, as I'm sure you're already very aware, because I repeat myself way too much. Way too much. That nihilism means there's no inherent value to anything. So, if there's no inherent value to anything, how does a nihilist value life? And the answer is simple: subjectively. Now, subjectively speaking, everyone does. Well, my bad. Objectively speaking, everyone subjectively values life. There is not a single person who doesn't. Because you can't appeal to objectivity while also saying anything like good, bad, I think this is worth more than this, or this is worth less than this, or this is worth something. You can't say any of those things objectively. That's not how objectivity works. Objectivity is true regardless of a perspective. You cannot have subjective terms like good, bad, this is worth this is worth less than this, while also being objective. You can't. It's not possible. So, with that in mind, how does a nihilist, how does this nihilist value life? I value the life that I like. It's pretty much as simple as that. If we want to get, I guess, a little bit more specific, humans are worth the most to me. Cats, dogs, a little bit less than humans, but they're worth a lot. They're worth a lot to me too. Most other animals, I mean, I wouldn't want. I'm not exactly a fan of death for the sake of death. That's kind of wasteful, I guess is the best word. If something needs to die for me to live, I mean, well, no, that's technically that's the case for every single living being except for plants. Plants are the only being that doesn't have to kill something to survive. And this is where vegans would be like, no, I didn't kill anything to save. I'm not killing any life. What are you talking about? Well, no, plants are a living thing too. They're dead now after you eat them. That's just the case. If you want to be crass about it, whenever you eat a fruit, you're committing an abortion. Obviously, I don't. It's not really a thing that I care about. Well, not care about in that sense. Like, don't worry, I'm not mad about you aborting little baby trees. You sick savages. How dare you abort all those baby trees? But yeah. And here's a part of this conversation that I think is kind of important. Just because I subjectively think humans are worth a good amount, and I know that some people subjectively think humans are not worth a good amount, does not mean In a society, the people who think humans are worth less than a good amount are allowed to impose their own will on society. Because society is all about agreement. And yeah, there are right and wrong opinions, but for the whole of society to function, everyone has to agree. Now, this will be flipped in my face almost immediately by pro-life people saying, "Oh, that means you have to agree with us because we're the majority. Human fetuses are totally human." Now, if it infringes on a completely different right that everyone in society has agreed upon, we can argue about it. If you enforce someone's autonomy, well, no, I didn't say that right. If you enforce taking away someone's autonomy by saying, hey, since you have a thing living inside you, you're not allowed to get rid of the thing living inside of you, then at the same time also say, oh, we believe in liberty. As long as you're not hurting someone else, do you, boo? That's a contradiction. We can fight about it. It's not unheard of to do so. What else? Right. Let's talk about the super late term abortions, the 30-something-year-old abortions. If someone kills somebody, then that is bad for society, because society agreed, hey, don't kill people. Right? Right. And we can go on and on about this, but like it's just choosing. We choose what we value. So and here's the thing. Fully grown adults are worth more than babies to other fully grown adults that are not family. Because the fully grown adults have to work together to survive. Babies are a drain on that resource. Simple as that. So if you have enough resources to have a baby, have a baby. Why not? It might be better for you to adopt because there's a lot of people who need to be adopted because they didn't get aborted. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Hey, if you believe in the pro-life situation, you gotta have all that in too. You can't. And this is where it gets hard for me, because yes, I value human life, but I don't value my skin cells' life, or my hair's life, or whatever. I value things that I can have a conversation with. And I don't want to take away from those same things that I can have a conversation with, because I enjoy having conversations. So if the thing that I'm having a conversation with doesn't want to have a baby, I'm not going to hold it against them. If they do want to have a baby, I'm also not going to hold that against them. That's what I'm valuing here. I am valuing a person. I am valuing each individual person as a person. I'm not going to value I'm not going to disvalue someone just because they exist. I'm not going to value them just because they exist. All right. I have rambled far longer than usual because this is a very circly topic. Circles. 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 All right.